G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 43, the Champions League final, the finale. We are finally here. It feels like it's been such a long journey, but really, it was January and it was progressing a lot quicker. Then we went to the weekly videos and look, it's just a whole thing. Today's video, as mentioned, is the Champions League final. We are facing Manchester City, my favourite team in real life, so it's sort of bittersweet if we win, but also I'm going in intending to win. I don't, like, nothing else is going to suffice, nothing else is going to cure that itch, that need to end one of these series off actually achieving the goal that we set out for. Before we head across to the lineups, we do firstly have to catch up on a few games because we've had 4 games in the Premier League, 1 FA Cup final since you were last here. Let's see how we got on. Our first game was a trip away to Southampton where getting the scoring underway was Michael Elise, who has had a fantastic season. He's up to 83 overall. Here he is set up by Yussuf Poulsen. Nice little reverse pass, a little bit awkward, a little bit not beautiful gameplay, but we'll take a 1-0 lead. Then it becomes 2-0 here. It's Poulsen again, playing in Gedson Fernandez, who runs off him. Just beautiful to see our wide men nice and wide, our midfielders making those runs beyond our striker, and it working out for a 2-0 lead as Gedson puts it in the corner there, beautifully past the keeper. It's then 3-0 here, thanks to Leander Dendoncker, who just rifles one. It's cleared out from a cross, not a great cross. Keeper probably could have come and got it, but one touch, give him too much room outside the box. And he fairly thumps this one. Keeper, yeah, I'm not even going to comment on it. It becomes then 4-0, thanks to Yussuf Poulsen. He finally gets himself on the score sheet. He grabbed 2 assists in the first half, and then this time it is Ikone setting up Yussuf Poulsen on the turn, 1 touch. Turns around, keeper, from that range you can probably forgive him, I suppose. We then get 5-0. It's Fabio Silva, this season's top scorer so far, on the end of another Ikone assist. He gets around the outside, clips one to the far post. Keeper doesn't come to grab it when he, possibly should. Taps it into the bottom corner for 5-0. Unfortunately, couldn't keep that clean sheet. Little bit of poor playing out from the back. It was just poor, really. And then the little chop back gets him past. I think it's Max Kilman who gets past. Firing it, bottom corner, beyond Unai Simon, and a 5-1 win for the Wolves. It was then away to Old Trafford we went, and getting the scoring underway, it is Rafael Leao, played in there by Jude Bellingham. Good overlapping run, the space was left vacant for him. Runs in, fires a finish. Possibly not the best save attempt, but I do not care. It's 1-0 to the Wolves. 1-0 becomes 2-0. Jimenez plays Neto finishes absolutely emphatically. Not a chance in the world here for Alban Lafont, it was in goals, to save that one, as it just about goes in the top corner from the angle. We then make it 3-0, just about on the hour. It is Jimenez himself. Again, the goalkeepers aren't painting themselves in glory today, are they? Little ball threading the eye of a needle. Jimenez fires it basically straight at Alban Lafont's noggin, who does his best Neo from the Matrix, gets underneath it. Before we make it 4-0, Ruben Neves grabs himself a goal set up by Raul Jimenez. Didn't quite have the pace to get around Varane, cuts it back. Nice little touch just to the side of Wan-Bissaka, then firing it in with his weaker foot beyond Alban Lafont. We then gave away a silly penalty, and it's right in the top corner. Like, we absolutely picked the right way, dived high, got there. But it's just, if you see from this angle, it's just right up there. There's no saving it. The game had decided we were conceding that one, I guess. That was 4-1. It then becomes 5-1 as Aidan O'Neill fluffs his lines. Jude Bellingham mops up. It's 5-1, a win away at Manchester United, and we will absolutely take those, as a dog in the background is going absolutely mental, which you love to hear. Then it was FA Cup final time at Wembley, and it's Gedson Fernandez getting the scoring underway. Way too much room in the middle of the park. Found by Michael Elise. The runs from Poulsen and Ikone drew the defenders away from him. He then fires it underneath the defender there. Lloris can't get there. It's 1-0. It's then 2-0. Thanks to Ismail Assar. Yusuf Pilsen does very well. The ball lobbed up here, the headed clearance doesn't get it too far away. And fortunately for us, Yusuf Pilsen is able to nod it down to Ismail Assar, who fires it beyond Lloris. Amazingly, we then get a third before the half. It's Jonathan Okone, just too good, just too quick, gets around the defender, gets enough room on his weaker right foot to fire it over Hugo Lloris, who again just dips under the ball for whatever reason. For 3-0, 3 becomes 4. It's Fabio Silva dinking it over Lloris, who clips him, gives him a little bit of a fall, but the real gift there is a 4-0 lead in the FA Cup final, thanks to Fabio Silva. We then get a fifth, and it is Fabio Silva again. Little ball down the side there from Jedson Fernandez after a good bit of movement from Fabio Silva. First time, fires it at Lloris, who can't get there, and we get another FA Cup. Next, it was hosting West Ham United and getting the scoring underway here. It's Jude Bellingham firing it beyond the keeper. A little bit of a 1-2 there with Ruben Neves, then first time fires it back across the keeper, who can't adjust his feet quick enough to get his hands across to save that one. West Ham then get one back here. It is Nicholas Vlasic, I believe. Just the movement across the box there, we couldn't tackle him, and then who would have suspected that that first touch would have gone straight back to Nikola Vlasic. Powers that one beyond the keeper. We then get a 92nd minute winner from Jamal Ben-Zakri, our absolute superstar, super sub, giving us the 3 points. And that, heading into the final day, kept us on target for reaching the 100-point mark. We needed 3 points on the final day away at Bournemouth to get across that 100-point mark, and getting an absolute flying start to that was Ismail Assar down the left-hand side, fires this one right across the keeper, absolutely no chance. 1-0 to the Wolves. Then becomes 2-0, good little bit of interplay, and it's a tap-in. It's a tap-in for Fabio Silva, nice little bit of interplay. I think it's Ben-Zakri on the end of it at the end of the day, who squares it across for Fabio Silva to tap into an empty net for 2-0. Ben-Zakri then whips in a big cross for Ismail Assar again. Gets his second of the day, second assist for Ben-Zakri. Absolute bullet header beyond the keeper for 3-0. And the Wolves finishing on 101 points. The best team in EPL history. So just to confirm, our Wolves won the league, only the one loss in the league, which is the one blot in the copybook. But we are the highest scoring ever, we are the highest points total ever in Premier League history. We are the best Premier League team in history. Sure, the 03-04 Arsenal side didn't lose a game, but we won more than they did, we scored more than they did. We're better. IMO. As you know, we also won the Community Shield, 4-2 winners over Liverpool. We won the FA Cup, as you know, over Spurs, 5-0 winners. The Carabao Cup we won on penalties in an absolute nail-biter, beating Arsenal 6-5 on penalties, rounding out our clean sweep of the English trophies, which leads us to the big one today. On the 25th of May, my birthday, we head to the Champions League final to face Manchester City. Let's look at the lineups. So our Wolves 11 for the start of this Champions League final is one you've seen for a couple of videos in a row now. It is our best 11 available. It's Simon in goals, Mukiele, Saliba, Bastoni and Ait-Nouri making up the back line. Midfield 3 of Benassa, Neves and Bellingham. Front 3 of Leao, Jimenez and Neto. We gotta hope it's good enough, basically. It is a very good team, lots of very highly rated players. Jimenez has started to go down, which isn't brilliant, but I think we are. I think this Wolves side is brilliant. Hopefully we have enough today to get past this Manchester City side. Zach Steffen is in goals, which hopefully is a good thing for us. Issa Kabore is the right back, which again, hopefully a good thing for us. Centre back pairing of Diaz and Laporte, very, very strong. Left back Malacia. I mean, maybe Neto absolutely eats. I don't know. Midfield 3, Herrera, Grealish and De Bruyne. Not their best midfield 3, I suppose. I mean, it's weird to see Grealish on the right hand of the centre of midfield and Foden out on the left wing. Like, I'm sure that would be the other way around, or De Bruyne would be where Grealish is, Foden would be where De Bruyne is. Anyway, it's a thing. Foden's on the left wing, Alvarez is the false 9, and Gabriel Jesus is the right winger. Very, very strong team, regardless of, you know, it being not necessarily the best City side in years. I mean, I don't know. We will see today if they can get over the final hurdle, getting themselves a Champions League, or if it'll be us finishing on the best of best terms, really. Let's head to the stadium. I cannot pronounce it, but let's head there. Alrighty boys, here we go. From some stadium you've never heard of with an athletics track around the outside. We're about to play the Champions League final. Make sure you leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here if you want to see what FIFA 23 brings. It's not too far away, about a week to wait. So, I mean, it's coming soon. Make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below what you thought of the video, all that good stuff. The socials are down in the description as well. Let's get through to it. Let's get through to a Champions League final. Let's do it. Alrighty, the Wolves kick off in our away strip, which isn't, you know, entirely the vibe. I also don't like that the pitch is so, not grey, but it seems very white. As, like, we're in white, as is the ball. Anyway, it is what it is. Here's a nope. I'm going to say an early opening, but then the pass from Benassa was poor, and Man City can come away with it. I don't like that we're somehow the away side in this, because as we've discussed before, FIFA likes to screw over the away side for some reason a little bit. Just like very mildly. It's bizarre. Anyway, here's Pedro Neto with an early opportunity on his right foot. Saved. Can Neves get there? No. Zach Steffen does well to recover. Collect that one. Good start though. Good to see we can get decent openings without too much trouble. Here come Man City though, with Foden on the left, finding De Bruyne, back to Foden. Foden finds Gabby Jesus. Jesus with a roulette, wow. Tackled, Aiden does well, holds him at bay. Corner Man City, first corner of the Champions League final. Let's do it. Oh, straight at the keeper, thank goodness. I tried to control that one on the chest, didn't work. They headed it. Let's go, Wolves. Come on, boys. Oh, that's poor. I'm panicking. Panic set in already. It's 0-0. I'm going to butcher this. Oh, I was trying to work out who someone was in the lineups, like before the game, when it was showing everyone in the lineups. And I think it was Herrera, who looks a bit similar to Gabby Jesus in the game. Very strange. Anyway, here's Pedro Neto with a chance to go at Man City on the break, but we ruin it again just around the halfway line, and now Phil Foden's in behind. Couple of options getting into the box, but classic FIFA, why would they cross? He wants to dribble the ball stupidly at Mukiele before getting through somehow. I mean, it works. Maybe it's not that stupid if it works. Here is Herrera, tackled by Saliba. Alright, now let's keep the bloody ball. Can we get up the field, please? Switch the ball. Beautiful, that's the stuff, lads. Also realising as we get into summer, or the warmer months anyway, it is going to get absolutely steaming in my room here, because I close the window, I close the door. It's just not going to be great. Oh, decent opportunity. Malacia, not the biggest of left backs. Nearly gets an opportunity for Pedro Neto above him, but couldn't quite get a clean connection on the header. But we win this one back early, which, I mean, that's the dream. Big run from Pedro Neto out wide. Can he find anyone in the middle? Clips it over the keeper. Oh, no, not quite. Not quite enough on the cross to get it to Bellingham at the far post. Man City come away. Oh, well done. I think that was Bastoni in front of Julian Alvarez, maybe? Man, this is tense opening half hour. Just the one real chance for Neto, though we might have another one here. It's Jimenez, no. Couldn't quite get it out of his feet, maybe. Maybe the pass was under hit to him. I'm not sure. Didn't quite get a clean connection on the shot and ended up hitting it straight at Stefan. Foden now taking it the other way. Foden has been the biggest weapon so far, that left-hand side. Though he doesn't want to he does want to cross the ball. Towards Grealish, but headed away well by Ep43. Wins that one very well. And Bellingham, absolutely, his power running away this season has been absolutely incredible. Oh, nearly in the box there with Leao, and Man City easily through our press. It's, man, pissing me off a little bit. That, like, the pressing that we're doing is horrid. Theirs, elite. They are very good at it. Their midfielders can sprint back like that. Ours, completely out of position. Weird, isn't it? Anyway, here's Ruben Neves coming forward the ball. Don't like how far back we're sitting, you know? Get up the bloody pitch. Now I have no options. Yeah, cool. Here's Benassa. That's a good run. There's Bellingham into the box. Scoring. Yes! Get in. Get in, Jude. Found by Benassa. Great run into the box. The pass just out of reach of the centre-back. I think it would have been Diaz, who can't quite get there. But our Wolves are up 1-0 in the Champions League final. Neves turned around away from clogged area. Found Benassa, who fires it into Jude Bellingham, just out of the reach of Ruben Diaz. Places it in the side netting. Zach Stefan, no chance. Wolves 1-0. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. How bloody good is that? Took us about 40 minutes. It's been a very open affair, not one we've really controlled very well. But we're able to create a couple chances. And finally, it's Jude Bellingham who takes one, giving us a 1-0 lead. Jesus now heading the other way. Been well marshalled by Ep43 so far, but we know in FIFA, against me, it doesn't take much. Just that one opportunity, not even opportunity is probably a strong word sometimes. Another look at the goal here. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner towards someone. I don't know. Someone. What's happening? A bit of head tennis, but finally Mukiele can bring it away. That was disgusting. This is a Champions League final. That's the standard of football we're setting. Brilliant. Anyway, here's Ep43. We've come away with it. We've finally got a good amount of room on the left-hand side here. What can Ep43 do? Clips it back towards Neves. Header. Straight at the keeper. Bugger. Alright. Decent chance there, right on the cusp of half-time. We go in with a 1-0 lead. 45 minutes to go. Hopefully we find some more spaces in behind them as they push more bodies forward in the second half. Fingers crossed. Into the second half now, I'm sure we will see City trying a bit more to get a goal. Probably pressing even higher up the pitch, more bodies forward, that sort of stuff. Hopefully we can see this one through. As long as we can get a touch on the ball, I'm sure we'll have a decent shot at that. Early on, not very possible against this City side. But let's just sit. Let's just sit. We're fine here. With them passing the ball around halfway, that's fine. They can do that all day. They can do this for 45 minutes, I do not mind. I mean, they probably will, to be fair. Looking at it, it's been 6 minutes. We haven't. There we go. We touch the ball straight back to them. All right, we win it. We actually win it. And Pedro Neto runs it out. I was waiting to try and, I don't know, ignore it. Just forget that happened. Bernardo Silva on for Jack Grealish. Offensive change very quickly. I mean, offensive, it's not really offensive. It's more, just improving, really. Just bringing on a better player. Here's Neves. We're playing the ball away from our defensive end, out from the back. Pace of Pedro Neto, that's the way. Can he find Leao? He can. Goal! Yes! Get in! Absolutely get in. Rafael Leao. 2-0 on the break. Laid out in front of him by Pedro Neto. Gets his head on the ball in behind Kabore, the right back. And it's 2-0 to Wolves. We're doing it, lads. We are absolutely doing it. Little ball in behind for Neto just to use his pace and run onto. Leao does absolutely amazingly. Gets his head on the end of that one. Ahead of Kabore in behind the Ruben Diaz. Heads it powerfully down into the corner for 2-0. We're doing it. That man, Mr. Dylan on the ball, is doing it. Oh dear. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. I mean, we've looked decent holding them out. Like, not pressing them seems to work a little bit because they don't really do much with it. I shouldn't talk. Here's Philly Foden in the box. Mukiele tracks back well. Well done, Naughty. Not very naughty of him, get it? Anyway, corner, Phil Foden. Swings it in, better corner. Towards Diaz, headed off the line by Ait-Nouri, I think that was. Kevin De Bruyne does well to keep it. But Ait-Nouri has been incredible this match. Jesus has done next to nothing. And Ait-Nouri stopping Kevin De Bruyne there. Absolutely incredible. We are away now, and this is what I was talking about at half time with those spaces opening up. Can we win a corner maybe there? Diaz will get that. Oh, but put it out for a throw-in. We'll take that. Alright, not much doing from that throw-in, but we managed to win ourselves a corner. Do have a slight injury to Bastoni. I don't think we'll sub him though, because I don't think we have great options on the bench. Saliba from outside the box? No, surely not. Oh, nearly there for Leao, pressing at the top end. But this is looking very promising, as with, 20 minutes to go, 20 odd minutes to go? We have sustained a good amount of pressure on City and forced a few little errors that may see us crowned champions of Europe, which is absolutely unreal. Alright, I've just teed up the bench, boys. All three of them coming on, taking off, risky, but taking off Neto, taking off Benassa, moving, oh no, De Bruyne through. Oh wow. Very rare that the PC had overhit that pass. Absolutely take it though. What can we do here? We'll play it out wide. Play it up the line. We're in the money here, lads. I think we're in the money. Here's Pedro Neto. His last involvement, possibly. Before he comes off. Can he find the net? No. But Jimenez might? No. Oh, you're kidding. How did Jimenez... In real life, Jimenez reacts quick enough for that and fires that one somewhere. Not doing whatever it was he did. That's a good one too, but Bastoni, oh, he's not quite won that one. And Jesus has kept it. Found Alvarez, who, wow. Oh, wow. That is right in the top corner. Oh dear. 12 minutes to go. They've brought it back to 2-1. Alvarez a little bit too excited for being down 2-1, but that's fine. Couldn't get the ball off Gabby Jesus. He finds Alvarez on the edge of the box. Not closed down well enough, and he absolutely makes us pay. Absolutely fires this one. Beyond Unai Simon, into the top corner. Nothing Simon could do. It's 2-1, and it is getting to very, very nervous times. Man, what a difference that chance from Neto would have made. If he could have found a finish, or Jimenez could have, knocked in the rebound, we'd be up 3-0, not conceding, and now only up 2-1. Oh, and City win the ball. Oh, Jesus, these last couple of minutes is making a difference. This time he's in behind, but wow. Ait-Nouri does fantastically, and 2 passes later, we've got... Oh, come on, yes! We've got Leao through. Leao finds Fabio Silva, our top scorer this season of all people. And it's 3-1, just straight away. Couple of passes, Leao gets put through, nips it across towards both Benzekri and Fabio Silva. Fabio Silva somehow able to take a touch and then volley it into the back of net, beyond Zach Steffen. For 3-1, we're not one hand on the trophy, but we're reaching out for it, Now in my head it was because it was it's that time where they push forward, and I saw that, so I just lumped a through ball towards Leao, and it worked. I'm not mad at that. We are up 3-1 in the Champions League final. Wowie. Oh dear, that's a lot of space for Bernardo Silva. Jesus now seemingly operating from the middle. Has a go. Oh, big save. Big save. Could have been very, very nervous. I mean, very QPR-esque comeback had that one gone in. Big save from Unai Simon. Corner comes in. Saved. And held. Well done, Unai. Yes, sir. 4 minutes of added time. We are going to absolutely eke this out and smack it upfield. And Ben Zekri will get there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Ben Zekri finds Aidan O'Neill. Aidan O'Neill, can he do anything? Yes, no. You're kidding. That should have been 4-1. That absolutely should have been 4-1. Instead, it's fired up. Oh, and Jesus wins it, or ends up with it. That's got to be time. Surely, ref. Yes! We've done it. We've won a Champions League in 3 seasons with Wolves. Oh my goodness. What an absolute roller coaster from, I mean, the legitimate first video of my YouTube being the start of this season. I'm going to get emotional now. We've come all the way through, losing our first couple of matches 4-0 to Leicester and Leeds. We won the league on the final day in our second season, and now we've won a Champions League. Incredible. Here we go. Captain Bastoni? Is he the captain? Really? No, yeah, that makes more sense. Why is it showing Bastoni so much? Ruben Neves, the captain, lifting the trophy. Wolves champions of Europe. Amazing. Amazing. Quick recap of the goals. Jude Bellingham gets played through here. Brilliant pass by Benassa. Somehow takes both Grealish and Diaz out of the play with a nice crisp pass in the right in the stride of Jude Bellingham. Curls this one into the side netting beyond Zach Steffen for 1-0. 2-0 was thanks to Rafael Leao. Gets on the end of this Pedro Neto cross. Does ever so well to get beyond Issa Kabore. Stretch himself out. Put an absolute bullet header beyond Zach Steffen for 2-0. And we are looking fantastic. City did not rest. They got one back. Thanks to Julian Alvarez, absolute pile driver right in the top corner. The best goal of the game, for sure. Unfortunately for City, it isn't a winning one. Fortunately for us, that wasn't a game-defining moment as good as it was. The icing was put on top of the cake. Thanks to Fabio Silva getting on the end of this Rafael Leao run, who put it across to the edge of the 6-yard line where Fabio Silva took a touch, volleyed it in, put us up 3-1. So there is your confirmation. We have won the Champions League. 3-1 winners over Manchester City. We have won the Community Shield, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League with our Wolves side. What an incredible, incredible ride. What a journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, for your support so far. Make sure to leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you enjoyed the series. Comment everything. Whatever you thought of the video, all that sort of stuff. Make sure to subscribe to stick around for FIFA 23. It's not too far away. It's very, very soon. And we will be starting up a new series. I'm open for suggestions. I have some ideas, but I'm not entirely sold on who I want to go with yet. We'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you so, so much. Until we go again, knowing that we can do it. Peace.